I want to show my panel a fascinating interview we found from 1991. Bill Cosby was on CNN promoting a book. He tells an interesting story. Take a look.
Spanish Fly was the thing that all boys from age 11 on up to death, we will still be searching for Spanish Fly.
That's right.
And what was the old story was, if you took a little drop, no, it was on the head of a pin.
That's right.
And
Drop
you put
it
it
in
in
a
a drink.
Coca-Cola. Don't matter.
It doesn't make it, and the girl would drink it, and
she's yours.
Hello, America.
Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie.
Yeah, I got a new mic, baby. I got a new mic. I got a new mic, baby. I got a new microphone. And you already know how this shit go. Sopo Revolt on you hoes. Yeah. Yeah. Bill Cosby is a fucking rapist. Straight like that. Yeah. We in here. Yeah. We got the new mic. You know what I'm saying? We in here, man. We back. Sopo Revolt. Let's get into this action. Yes. About that action, boss. Let's go, you know what I mean? Yeah. Bill Cosby is a rapist, straight like that. You know what I mean? Ain't no, yeah, straight like that.
When I was 13, man, start talking about weird things. No, really, stand on a corner. You know anything about Spanish Fly? What? Spanish Fly? It always happens when you're 13. Only when you're 13 on up to like when you get married. Guys stand around and talk about Spanish Fly, and it never starts with one of the guys on the corner. It's always some strange 13-year-old that says, you know what? You know anything about Spanish Fly? No, tell me about it. Well, there's this girl, Crazy Mary. You put some in her drink, man. She... Yeah, Spanish, oh yeah, that's really groovy, man. Spanish Fly is groovy, yeah, boy. From then on, man, anytime you see a girl, what's your eyes on Spanish Fly, boy? Go to a party, see 5 girls standing alone. Boy, if I had a whole jug of Spanish Fly, I'd light that corner up over there. So I thought it only existed in Philadelphia, you know, and I'm working on I Spy, and Bob and I are working together. Sheldon Leonard comes up, says, boys, I Spy is going to Spain. A childhood dream come true. I said to Bob, you know, because he don't know nothing about it. I said, hey, Bob, you know what I'm going to pick up when I'm in Spain? He said, Spanish Fly. I said, wait a minute, man. How'd you know about it? He said, are you kidding? There's a girl in my neighborhood in Berkeley named Crazy Mary. We gave her some trouble. And every time he told me a story, I had heard it. Every time I told him a story, he had heard it. We all knew the same story. So I figured there's got to be a guy about 2,000 years old that looks 13 going around the world. You guys know anything about Spanish Fly? So Bob and I, man, we're just singing. Going to get some Spanish Fly, Spanish Fly, love it, love it. And we're riding on the plane, Spanish Fly, Spanish Fly. And we get in and go through customs. This is the land of Spanish Fly. La, 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 la. Spanish Fly. We get in the cab, riding, the driver. Bob said, ask this guy if he knows where we can get some Spanish Fly. I said, you don't ask the cab driver. No, ask the cab driver. He may know, man. Driver, stay in your arm. Listen, you Spanish? Si, senor, you American? Yes. You come from America? Yes. You could tell me maybe you brought with you some American fly?
This ain't no COINTELPRO, baby. Nah, this is not the counterintelligence program. It's not no conspiracy to lock no Bill Cosby up. It's not a conspiracy. Facts. It's not even like that. Your man's is really old freaky pervert. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know how them old heads be. Like, everybody know these old heads be around. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know an old head that's like that. Yes, we all do. Don't fraud yourself. You probably related to one in your family. It's okay. We all know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fucking know. You know what I'm saying? How these old heads be getting down. Like, on they freaky, pervy, rapey. You come on, man. It's not no fucking secret. Like, stop acting like Bill Cosby is not like that. Come on, man. Cut it out. But yeah, we got the facts. I'm gonna bring y'all the facts today. Like, yeah, as delivered by Feminista Jones at Feminista Jones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she be around. Definitely be heavy in the mix, doing her research. Yes. And putting the facts out about Bill Cosby and his history and why it's overwhelming evidence against this nigga. And it's really like, this ain't no COINTELPRO. It ain't no fucking conspiracy. It ain't no way you could really even refute the fact that all this shit add up. And it's just like, damn, Bill, like, yeah, it's really going down like that today. So, man, fuck Bill Cosby. Ain't nobody got no rap. Bill Cosby is a rapist, man. Facts. This ain't no COINTELPRO. Alright, so this is how the story goes. You know what I'm saying? So Bill Cosby grew up in Philly, I guess. Regular Philly weirdo boy, you know, like, yeah, fucking weirdo, weird as shit. You know what I'm saying? So, man, fuck Bill Cosby, man. Damn, nigga make me mad. So, alright. Oh, God. So, this nigga, he grew up, you know what I'm saying, graduated from fucking that one weirdo school that the weirdos go to. So, you already knew he was the weirdo from the rip. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he went there, you know what I'm saying, he graduated, I guess. Like, he was that nigga, I guess. But he ended up joining the Navy. You know what I'm saying? He was a corpsman. He worked in the hospital. A military doctor. He was a medical specialist. I don't really know what they call that in the Navy, like the MOS, or how it would be in the Army. I don't know what that would be, so I don't know. But what he did in the military was that he dealt with a lot of physical therapy and like really like dealing with drugs and finding out what like working under different scientists and medical professionals and stuff like that, and learning about like different drugs and what drugs can like cause different effects. So all of this is while he's in the Navy, and he joined the Navy in the 50s after he graduated high school, and then he ended up getting discharged in 1960, and that's when he went to college. That's when he started going to Temple and shit. So, you know what I'm saying, he went to Temple. He ended up becoming a bartender, and this is the 1960s. So the 1960s, and this is around the first time when the first allegations about Bill Cosby start coming out while he's in college in Philly, like being a bartender and shit. So come on, like, I don't know. I don't know. So, all right. So he's a bartender coming out the military. He knows about like drugs and what drugs cause different effects and stuff like that. He's been practicing, honing his skills for years now. So, you know what I'm saying, now he's in college, and we know that on college campuses is where most date rapes happen. You know what I'm saying? And especially in the 1960s. So this is when the first accusations about Bill Cosby started coming about. And if you just listen to his stand-up, it's really no fucking secret, like, what this nigga's intention was, even working at the bar and, like, having this information about Spanish Fly and all that type shit. So, like, Come on, y'all. Like, cut the bullshit, man. Cut the malarkey. Come on, man. We not with that bullshit over here. Soap Revolt, baby. We ain't with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby is a rapist. Yes. Straight facts. We not with that bullshit. Then, so 1960s, that's when the first accusation started, and that really add up like so crazy. Like, there's no way you could deny the fact that he did it, and that clearly he has a history of doing this, and he thinks this shit is a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that want to be doing a little Cosby dip when they walk, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all on my list too. Yeah, straight like that. No cap. Fuck is you talking about? But yeah, and you even gotta look at what he did with the Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying? He wrote himself as a gynecologist on the show. A gynecologist, a man, like, out of any type of like, even him being a doctor wasn't even that important to the overall theme of the show. Like, he could have been any type of doctor, like, literally, like, any, like, choose any type of doctor. He didn't even have to be a fucking doctor. Like, he could have been a vet, a fucking anything, but he chose to make himself a gynecologist. So that, just that right there alone, like, it's like, come on, Bill, like, freaky old head, you want to write yourself in the shows where you could touch women and be, like, involved with their private area. Like, he's a fucking pervert, freaky ass old head, and it's not no fucking secret. Like, straight like that. Even, like, with the Cosby Show, I don't know if you watched the Cosby Show, you probably seen it. I know a lot of people know about it. Well, especially since, like, all this stuff has been coming out about him. There was an episode where he made an aphrodisiac barbecue sauce that when you ate it, it made you horny and want to, like, get real touchy-feely with people and shit. Like, so, come on, fam. Like, he spiking people barbecue sauce on the show, but in real life, when he fucking put some shit in a woman's drink, y'all say, no, it's not him. But he doing this shit right in front of your face and on TV at that. Like, that's out of pocket. But that's y'all fucking old head. That's really y'all OG. Real shit. Talking about he gonna buy NBC. What the fuck? All the signs is right there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we just internalize our disregard for women, like, and our misogyny that we just wasn't able to see it. Like, a lot of people just not allowed to see through it, and they just want to uphold and defend Bill Cosby at all costs. They feel like it's a conspiracy. It's not. This ain't no COINTELPRO. This is not no COINTELPRO. No, he was not going to buy NBC. Stop it right there. Y'all really think Bill Cosby was going to buy a multi-billion-dollar media company that runs so much propaganda and fake news, you know what I'm saying, onto niggas, like, every day? We talking about NBC. This is one of the, like, the biggest media companies we know of today. So y'all really, like, come on, like, Bill, where was he going to get this money from? He might have expressed interest in wanting to buy NBC, and he probably thought that was a good idea. Like, hey, I think maybe I should buy NBC if I had the money, but he ain't got that type paper. Like, stop it. Where is he going to get that money from? I don't fucking know. But no, Bill Cosby was never buying NBC. Like, that's a fucking conspiracy. Like, if you really want, y'all think shit is a conspiracy, that's some conspiracy shit, because who the fuck was going to sell him that shit? Facts. Y'all crazy, man. And, like, it's that, oh, man, y'all get on my fucking nerves. But yeah, like, a lot of us, we just like to deflect as if he was like this great man, like, because of the Cosby Show and because of, I don't know what the fuck he don't, like, I guess he donated some shit to somebody sometime. I don't fucking know. But y'all just want to, like, devoid him of accountability and responsibility while he continues to cause harm in our community and to cause harm to women. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that shit is just out of pocket. And really it's really like, all the signs was right there. And damn, like, Shit really add up. But, you know, we just don't care. We don't care when black men abuse women or black women, especially when they abuse black women. Nobody cares about black women when they are abused. But, like, when you think about, like, R. Kelly, Chris Brown, Nas, like, what's up with these niggas? Like, y'all niggas just don't care. Niggas went and go buy the fucking Nas album. They play Chris Brown 24/7 on the fucking radio. Like, and his music is fucking trash. So I don't know who's still listening to this nigga shit. Why y'all fans at like all the shit this nigga been doing to fucking Karrueche and Rihanna? Like, y'all out of pocket. Like, cut that shit out, man. Like, he literally got Rihanna, a face of Rihanna tattooed on his neck. Like, the picture after he put his hands on her, you know what I'm saying, the picture that she took, like, as evidence that it actually happened, he got her tattooed on his neck. Like, and y'all support shit like that. Like, that's really like weirdo shit. Like, tell Chris Brown to catch me out here, and he can't dance better than me. Fuck y'all talking about. Yeah, we could battle. He can't Wu-Tang better than me. Fuck you mean? We out here. Yeah, but like, even R. Kelly, like, yep, motherfuckers love R. Kelly. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this nigga. But in there, niggas just don't care. We just don't care. We act like men raping people is just okay. Like, it's just a thing. Like historically, like, men in particular in society, like, we just disregard the autonomy of women, like, and the ability of women to control their own bodies and to even organize politically, like, so women can make decisions about, like, things that primarily affect them. Like, and it's just crazy the way men, we internalize, like, these toxic conceptions of what it is to be a man, and like being dominant over a woman and things like that. Like, we internalize these type of ideas, and this is how it plays out. It plays out as rape because men feel like they are entitled to have sex with women. And yes, it's actually like motherfuckers out here having movements about redistributing sex throughout society, like basically saying that they not getting enough sex, so they feel like we need to make some kind of law or do something where they could get sex. Like, yeah, these white genocide motherfuckers. And the same stuff type time that they be on is really be the same type shit that a lot of black men be regurgitating and repeating too. Like, niggas be on the same type time on they fucking pervy shit, just trying to fuck everything. And yeah, niggas start raping shit on some draw shit. Like, and then y'all act like because white men that famous white men that have been known to be abusers, because they don't do their exploits aren't as because, like, I want to find the right word to say it, because their situations aren't as exploited in the media as somebody like Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not to the same degree, like, it seems like Bill Cosby is being persecuted, it doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve it. Like, and y'all just trying to make it seem like, well, we need to be equal with white men because white men are raping women and getting away with it, so we need to get away with it. Like, no, it don't fucking work like that. You fucking bozos. Y'all niggas tripping, man. This shit gotta stop. Shit gotta stop. Like, especially when it comes to men in patriarchal societies trying to dominate women and maintain this level of dominance over, like, anything that's not a man. Like, even when we talk about, like, anything, like everything, like abortion, for example. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why a man should even have an opinion or determine and say in whether abortion should be illegal or not, or not even illegal, or even if it's moral, because it doesn't affect us in any type of way. Like, it's women who carry children in their stomachs for 9 months and expose themselves to all kinds of health risks and complications. And a man just shouldn't be able to say if a woman is right or wrong for not wanting to go through that with her pregnancy. Or to even, like, a man just, like, because we don't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not our job to say, no, you can't do that. Like, it's not for us to say. Like, it shouldn't even be a thing where a man should even be able to have a say about that topic. Like, because it's not about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all you pro-life niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? All these pro-life niggas who want to make abortions harder to get, if not completely illegal. Like, fuck all y'all niggas. Because you really just disregarding the lives of women. Like, especially women who are at high risk to experience, like, traverse health consequences for being pregnant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every woman that gets pregnant is not expected to carry through and have a healthy pregnancy. Like, some women actually die from being pregnant because they don't have the bodies to handle with all the changes that their body goes through during that period. Like, and this is why we need abortions. We need abortions to be accessible to women who have complications and problems during pregnancy. And not even that. And then, like, you talk about pro-life, but even when the child is born, because a woman couldn't get an abortion, and then, like, we live in a capitalist society, so everything is about money. So if a woman who lives in poverty, she has a kid, she couldn't abort, and now what the fuck is she going to do with the kid? What is anybody going to do with the kid? Because, like, it's going to go into the fucking system, and now it's like some fucking prison pipeline shit. Like, they just y'all just, like, yeah, the shit not even making sense. Like, we need to have policies that actually benefit people and would benefit society as a whole. Like, why would you outlaw something that actually does have positive impact in some people's lives? Like, shit gotta stop. Even when it comes to, like, paid maternal leave, like, access to tampons, and, like, do tampons even cost money? Like, women have been having periods for centuries. Like, this has been a thing, and y'all still can't get free tampons. Like, that's really out of pocket. Like, that's really weird. That's really weird, especially when you think about women who are incarcerated and who live in poverty, who probably can't even afford tampons every month. Like, sometimes you just might not have it. Like, I don't know. Or pads, whatever you use. I don't know. I'm not a woman. I don't know. I don't know that struggle. I don't know. Like, it's just a lot of shit that men just shouldn't have opinions on. Like, and we just disregard women entirely when it comes to certain subjects. Like, even with gun violence. Like, we talking about black on black crime. Yeah, it's black men killing other black men, but these black men that are dying, they're the sons and brothers of women, of black women, of the women in our community. So how do you think all this death and destruction affects them? But we don't even think about what they gotta say. Like, even when it comes to black women being killed by black men, or their romantic partners and things like that, like that shit is real. Like, toxic masculinity is a real thing, and women oftentimes see the worst side of it, and we don't even take that into consideration, and it's really sad. Facts. Like, this is hard to do because I am a man, and I feel like I still might hold on to some underlying misogynistic ideas that I'm still working out. I'm still trying to work all my shit out. Like, I'm not exempt. All men are trash. I'm not exempt. Yes. Just face the facts. Niggas, we gotta face the facts, man. We not the shit out here like how these rappers be trying to make it seem like we is. Niggas is not the shit. Like, niggas ain't, we not the shit out here right now. Like, facts. Like, we got a long ways to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm included. I'm right in the mix with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help everybody. I'm trying to help us get better, though. That's why we gotta have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Facts. And, like, I just feel like all this shit, it just stems from like the it just stems from the objectification of women, where we see them as tools for growing the population or bringing children into the world, and not as full human beings. Like, I feel like a lot of times we just view women for their ability to bear children, and we just see them as objects for bringing children in the world. When you think about chattel slavery, black women, they used to breed us, like, because they knew bringing more kids, bringing more people into the world. So black women, like that, just imagine having to be a worker and a fucking mother to raise more kids to be workers, and you gotta raise somebody else goddamn kids. Like, that's a lot of labor. Like, when you talk about slavery, like yeah, black men, we had it bad, but black women really had it bad, and we don't take a lot of the struggles of black women into consideration, or the histories of women in general. Like, and it just, like, I feel like I attribute it personally, I blame it on Christianity and the way women are used throughout of the, like, most of the main stories. And we talking about Adam and Eve. It's Eve who bit the apple or whatever, and she the one that got them kicked out of the Garden of Eden. So a lot of men feel like, just like, we internalize these messages, and just off of that is just women are evil and, like, just not to be trusted and shit like that. Or even when you talk about the story of creation, the man was created first, and then the woman came from the man's womb, or that's why you get woman, which don't even fucking make sense, because men don't produce offspring out of their fucking body. You know what I'm saying? So how do that even make sense? So, and like, just off that alone, like, it's man, woman, and then whatever the fuck else is, like, everything falls below the male, like, falls below the man, and woman becomes a substandard, and man is then the default for a human being. Like, and we internalize these messages without even thinking about it. We just take it in, and we teach it to our kids and everything. Like, and this has been going on for years, so it's hard to get through it. And I know a lot of y'all probably hearing me say this, and it's like, it might be shocking to you to just, if you're not open to trying to think about it in a different light, and you holding on to these ideas and values that are taught to us through these religious texts, then you probably like, no, like, you can't say that, but this is real shit, like, and it's just real. Even the story with the Virgin Mary, I'm gonna just say this straight up: God is a rapist. Facts. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you love God just like you love Bill Cosby. They both some fucking raping ass motherfuckers. Like, straight facts. Like, Mary was a virgin. Like, she didn't even want. She never consented to bringing this fucking whatever the fuck Jesus you want to call it. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. I don't know what the fuck. He's a magician to me. I'm sorry. No cap. No fucking cap. God is a rapist. Straight like that. And she was underage. Let's get it.
What did he say?
Yeah. But y'all love God. He out here raping motherfuckers. That's your old head, though. Shout out to him. God's plan. But seriously, though, like, we really need to take time and try to understand how and why we got here. Like, it was literally a time when women would be gagged for talking back, like, to their husbands. They literally used to have devices to put around women's, like, mouth and shit so they couldn't fucking talk. And they just be walking around the crib with this big ass fucking metal joint on their neck, looking like a fucking cyborg shit. And it was like that was the thing, like, and that's out of fucking pocket. Like, you gotta think about the Salem witch hunts, what that shit was really about, because women were fucking, well, it wasn't even about no women being witches and shit like that. It was really just about men being insecure and feel like women gossiping and shit about things that men in the community was doing was going to be a detriment to them, so they had to get them witches out of here. Yeah, facts. And we don't even like look at the history of women and the things, the trials of women, that like the things that they've been through, and really put into context and really think of like, wow, like this Me Too shit is really happening. But when you look back at history, the shit should have been fucking happened. Facts. Like, even with the law, like, and it's crazy because just being in law school last year, man, I learned some stuff about the law when it comes to women and rape that I never fucking knew, especially when you talk about historically. Like, you used to couldn't be able to rape your wife. Like, it was legal. Like, you could literally rape your wife and not go to jail, and she'd just be upset at you for raping her, of course, because you fucking raped her. And even though it's your wife, but they say, like, because it's your wife, it's okay. Like, it's legal. It's all good. Like, it's all good in the hood. Like, on some nut shit. And also, it used to, like, the law, when a woman was raped, in order to be convicted for rape, the woman had to prove that she made it reasonable. Like, she made it reasonably known that she didn't give consent. Like, she had to, like, the woman had to not prove evidence that she was raped, but provide evidence that she actually said no. Like, that she actually resisted to a degree where a person would know that they were engaging in rape, which don't make no fucking sense at all. Like, why would the burden be on the victim? That don't make sense. But this is the law in the United States, and if we understood this history, then we wouldn't disregard the Me Too movement so quickly, because by doing that, you only reinforcing the historical and continued oppression of women. Like that's literally the only reason why you could even be against the Me Too movement, because you want to uphold this patriarchal society and continue to maintain your domination over women, especially as a male. And you find that as profitable in this capitalist society. Like, and it's really that simple. Like, if you're only if your only resistance to acknowledging Me Too is to say, well, sometimes women be lying, or that women in general lie about rape, or they looking for some type of come up, then you just gotta know that you wrong as shit. And you just, like, I don't know what's wrong with you, honestly, other than that you out of pocket. Because for one, women who lie, it's not really that common when it comes to rape. Like, that's not really a thing, like, per se. It does happen, okay, in some cases that may be the case. And of course, it's going to be cases that are publicized, because that is a shocking thing to do, to lie and accuse someone of sexually assaulting you, and they actually did. But the thing about it, like, the reason why so many men like to hold on to that as an excuse is that inherently, like, we don't take into consideration a woman's consent more often than not. Like, we just blatantly disregard consent and the idea of a woman actually consenting, like, this is actually another human being and we're both agreeing to have sex, other than, oh, well, I'm a man and I'm about to woo this woman or mac her into having sex with me, and she ain't even gonna know it. Like, on that type time, yeah, like Rick Ross type shit. Like, you don't even know it. Like, on that take time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we blatantly disregard consent to the point where we automatically think a woman can't say no to sex. Like, pretty much. Like, so we inherently think she's lying when she says that she didn't provide consent and she was assaulted. You know what I'm saying? So, and two, you can't even name any of the victims. In any of these high profile cases like Bill Cosby, he had like 60 fucking accusers. You know what I'm saying? You can't even name 5 or 10 of them. You can't do it because that's not a thing. Like, nobody's out here accusing people of sexual assault because they looking for some kind of come up. Like, these are people that actually dealt with a traumatic experience in their lives and they trying to move on from it and they want justice. You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all so quick to deny people justice when one of y'all celebrity favorites do something wrong? How can you seek fame? Like, and like people like R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying, they believe that, oh, they waited too long, they should have been came out with their stories. Yeah, R. Kelly, freak boy, talking about, oh, they should have did that 30 years ago. What the fuck you mean? So basically you saying you actually did do it, but like, because in the law it's a statute of limitations and all that type shit, they can't bring it up now. Like, come on, like, that's really some bullshit. Like, and if you never been through anything traumatic, then you actually can't really have a say. Like, oh, they should have said it when it happened, all that type shit. Like, you don't understand the way different people handle trauma. Everybody don't deal with stuff the same way. Like, because everybody doesn't experience things the same way. So you can't expect everybody to just come forward with their story as soon as the day after or a week after it happened. Or, like, people really be traumatized by these things and y'all just saying, well, they should have been said it, so fuck it. Like, for real, like, that's really the most disgusting position you could take on this topic, because you essentially admitting that the person is guilty of sexual assault or misconduct or rape or whatever, and you're excusing them for their crimes while disregarding the trauma that was inflicted onto the victim. Like, y'all don't care about the victims. Like, nobody cares about the victims. Y'all just want to protect the legacy of these black men who are causing harm in our communities. And that's really y'all bottom line. Like, it's just black men. We just got to support black men at all costs. But not understanding it's to a detriment to everyone else around those men. In particular, women. And by understanding, like, the history of women and the violence that men have been able to get away with, you will understand why some women don't immediately report, like, the things that happen to them. Because, like, in a lot of high-profile cases, women know that once it go public, like, people going to target them with hateful messages and accuse them of being liars while at the same time having to relive the traumatic experience by retelling it to all these different media outlets. Like, do y'all not understand what the toll that could take on the person's mind? Like, having to go through something and then shying away from it because they know that the person is in a position of power where it will be difficult to not only prove their case, but actually be, like, not to say, like, well accepted, but to not only prove their case, but to just be able to deal with reliving it, like, and just having to retell the story just over and over again. Like, even if it was 30 years ago, you don't know. Like, people can still have feelings about things over time. So I don't really know. Yeah, y'all just gotta cut this nut shit out. Like, stop trying to save these niggas, man. These niggas don't want to be saved. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? But y'all love y'all Bill shit. Y'all love that Bill shit. Fuck Bill Cosby, straight like that. Yeah, you already know, man. So we vote on you hoes. Shit is out of pocket. Sick. Like, and another thing is, before I end this episode, I feel like this episode, I don't know how long I've been talking. I ain't really been checking the time yet when it's John. Yeah, I don't know time. I don't know time. I don't know what time it is or what day it is. Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm just recording in an infinite space that doesn't have any time. There is no time when I'm recording. It's just record. Record time. Fuck you mean. So, yeah, before I end this deal, I just want to distinguish, a lot of people was asking me about Morgan Freeman, and I just want to distinguish Morgan Freeman's case in particular from Bill Cosby. So, Morgan Freeman, he is being accused of sexual misconduct, which is a lot different from actually assaulting and raping a woman. Like, sexual misconduct, yes, it is an egregious act, and you should not engage in any type of lewd acts or be trying to get touchy-feely or making sexual comments to women you barely know or that don't consent to you commenting on their bodies and things like that. But it's definitely levels, and like sexual misconduct is more so like a quid pro quo and like making vulgar remarks, catcalling. Yes, catcalling is a real thing, and a lot of men actually do that, and I don't understand why would what be people obsessions with catcalling and like just having this comment on a woman's body at like literally every woman's body that they see when they riding down the street or walking down the street. Like, I don't understand it. Like, y'all niggas really be perverts and y'all act like this shit ain't a thing. Like, there's a lot of pervy old heads out here, man. Like, this shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to cut that shit out, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck else to tell y'all. And then even y'all like wanna fucking be talking about this XXX nigga, XXX Tenacious after all this nut shit he did. Like, man, don't put no fucking RIP XXX, man. Fuck that nigga. Like, man, get these niggas the fuck out of here, cause he's a fucking nut ass bull. He's out here assaulting women and assaulting people because of their sexual orientation. Like, come on, man. Like, we not with the homophobic shit. And all that shit need to die. Fuck it. Like, fuck him. Like, who fucking cares, like, about this XXX nigga? He was a fucking weirdo anyway. Fuck boy. Straight like that. No cap. No filter all summer. I'm not playing with y'all niggas this summer. I told y'all. The fuck. I ain't got no rap for that nigga. I ain't got no rap for Bill. I ain't got no rap for Chris Brown. So I need to off that nigga too. Tell Chris Brown to meet me, man. Real shit. I ain't got no rap for none of these entertaining ass niggas. Fuck that nigga Chris. Fuck Kodak Black. Yeah, fuck that nigga too. He can meet me too. Yeah. That's really y'all old head too. That's your fucking hero. But I'm trying to mix. Fuck you mean. Fuck Kodak Black and that boy Trippie Redd. Fuck all them niggas. Because they all on some abusing women type shit. And I'm not fucking with it. But y'all just ignore that shit and just listen to these niggas' music any fucking way. Because nobody fucking cares. But, you mean, I see how y'all do. It ain't really... It is about shit. I ain't gonna say it ain't about shit. Because it is about some shit. And I'm really pissed off about it. And y'all really still fucking listen to these niggas' music and they still get they shit played on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is out of pocket, man. Yeah. Leave that bullshit alone. Fuck you mean. Y'all niggas crazy. But on some real shit, before I end this episode, I just gotta talk about Terry Crews and his situation. Because I feel like talking about all this sexual assault and sexual misconduct, and a lot of people when they are confronted with the ideas of toxic masculinity and the fact that men rape women, it's a systematic problem with men, as far as like inflicting violence on women. A lot of men they like to counter arguments about rape and like active in like rape culture. They try to counter it with saying, well, men get raped too. So I feel like Terry Crews is a good example, a perfect example, and a good opportunity to flesh out some more about sexual assault, because we like to deflect arguments about male on female rape, to say it's not so big of a problem, to say we like, oh, well, y'all don't fight for men who get raped. Well, For one, because a lot of men who have been assaulted probably don't want to admit that they've been assaulted. If you see what's going on with Terry Crews and like all the ridicule that he's facing from other men, grown ass men like 50 Cent, who you would expect to, like, as another black man in the entertainment industry, you would expect there would be like support there when you're going through something. But instead, when it comes to things like sexual assault, when it's a male victim, like a lot of men, we view that as being weak. We view that as not being a man, because you let another man take advantage of you and inflict their will upon you. And you see, like with 50 Cent, a lot of people, not even just 50 Cent, but just a lot of people, when they talk about Terry Crews and like why he didn't resist or fight back and things like that, and like, oh well, if that was me, I would have did this or I would have did that. But a lot of times you really don't know what the fuck you gonna do in the situation when you being violated like this. Like you really don't know. And Terry Crews, what he said was, like, when it was happening, he thought about what if he did react violently to what was going on, what his career have been like. And even him saying that, a lot of people saying, well, I fucked the career, like I would have just did it, like fuck it, like. But everybody is different. Everybody not going to play each situation different. And that's the thing with when it comes to women, that we don't understand when, like, we talk about that they should have came out earlier with their stories. Everybody don't handle every situation the same way. Just because you think you might have handled it a certain way, or ideally, if something like that happened to you, that's how you would want to handle it. You really don't know until it actually happens. And you gotta actually process your thoughts and emotions and actually decide on what the fuck you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Terry Crews, I just feel like the way that he's been treated is representative of why victims of rape and sexual assault don't immediately come out. And especially when, like, it's an imbalance of power between the person who assaulted them and the position that they're in. Like, you gotta understand that when you put into a compromised position by somebody who, like, has, I don't want to like say they have more power than you, but they're in a position of greater influence, and like they have access to more resources, to where if you did come out, it would be immediate, like, backlash, especially in the media. But even if it's not like a highly publicized type of thing, like the way we treat people, or not people, but victims of rape and sexual assault, like Terry Crews by 50 Cent, and it's the same thing with the victims, with Bill Cosby's victims, and everybody else who's been a victim of rape or sexual assault. The way we treat people who have experienced this traumatic event in their lives is just like, what the fuck? Like, and y'all act like it's a thing, like they should feel empowered to speak up, but you see what happens when people actually do speak up. So it's just like, y'all gotta cut the bullshit, man. So-po Revolt, man. God damn. I'm sorry for keeping y'all so long, but I just had to get all this shit out. Like, yes, this is a long episode. I know it's been a long time coming. I got the new mic and shit. Yeah, but I've been doing a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing shit around the house, you know what I'm saying? Still cooling with Kwame. Hey, cooling with Kwame. I like that. Okay. That could be a thing, but yeah, man, you already know, man. So-po Revolt, man. I'm fucking out this jump, man. Fuck Bill Cosby, man. Facts. Fuck 50 Cent too. Yeah. We not with that bullshit. Yeah, more coming soon, man. Yeah, real soon. So-po Revolt, man. Summer 18. No fucking cap. No filter. We're around. You know. I'm out.
Can't see, wearing a smile, you never have the time to frown. Dreamer